damn, you know. I come to realize that some motherfuckers won't make it out, man. They ain't even got a chance, man. They're gonna be running around in circles for the rest of their life, man. You feel what I'm saying? They're gonna be running and running and running and never be able to get out. Running around in circles, you know, running up on the hamster wheel. Just running and tired at the same time, man. Man, you gotta work your way out, man. That's the only way. Some motherfuckers don't ever make it out. Shit, my father, he didn't make it out. My mother didn't make it out either. They didn't make it out of poverty, man. They died poor. Because they didn't want to change, man. You know, getting out of poverty, getting out of your situation, it takes a lot of effort and a lot of giving up a lot of things, man. Hell, I haven't gotten laid in so long. But it's all for the greater good, though. Feel what I'm saying? It's all for the greater good.
Wait.
All I know, man, I'm trying my best. I'm trying my best to get the fuck out.
Wait.
You feel me?
Wait. Wait.
I'm trying my best.
Wait.
I'm digging and clawing my way out. You know, I'm digging and clawing my way out, man. I'm even slapping fools on the way out. You feel me? I'm slapping fools on the way out. Now get back, fool. I'm getting the fuck out of here. Slap, slap, slap. You want to step up in my way? Come on. Slap. You get in my way, you're bound to get slapped up, man. Because I'm coming out full force. I'm coming out with full force, man. And Hellcat, man, you got a time limit on that bag chase, bro? Ain't no time limits, bro. You feel what I'm saying? It's either you do or you die, man. At this point, it's either do or die. Hellcat, bro, you must be smoking, man. You ain't chasing no pussy. I'm trying to get out, man. I ain't got no time. Pussy better chase me. You know, like Sub 5 Stalker, she was chasing me. I wasn't chasing her, man. She was in my way. You know? She was in my way. But every time I was up on that goddamn roof, man, every time I was up there, she would approach me, man. She would try to give me a gift or something, trying to give me something. And I'm like, God damn, you know, It's nice of you and all, but I ain't trying to get no. I ain't trying to take no fucking duck egg, man. She was trying to give me a duck egg and shit. And I don't know. I didn't want it, man. She kind of tried to force it on me, man. I took that shit and I threw it over the ledge. Like, get the fuck out, that shit out of here. I didn't want it. You know what I'm saying? You know, then later on, one night, man, I was feeling horny. I got drunk, you know, and got with the program, but couldn't get with the program, you know. But I'm on my way. I'm trying to get out, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm working my way out one day at a time. I don't want to be here for the rest of my life. You feel me? I don't want to be here. I want to get out and enjoy my life the way I want to enjoy it now. Being broke and dusty, man, is for the birds. Just like one of my subscribers said, man, you're going to suffer for the rest of your life if you don't get that bag. Yeah, that's true, man. You don't get no fucking goddamn bag, you ain't going to have a life, bro. Or if you could go back to working, you know, as a security guard or doing Uber and Lyft, because that's what I was doing. You're going to have a mediocre life. You'll never be rich. You'll never get the bag. Simple as that. You know, you'll never get the bag. You'll never feel that wallet swell up. You know, you'll never feel that shit, bro. That's what you gotta do. That's what you gotta do. You gotta get that bag. You gotta get that bag, bro. It's hard work. Chasing stuff, man. I told you, all the motherfuckers who had built wealth, it took them a long time. It took them years, unless they got lucky. And most of us are unlucky, man. In life, bro, most of us are unlucky. Most of us are. Not everybody. But most of us are unlucky, man. When you think about like Diddy and all these other like music moguls that have made millions and millions throughout the years and never got to experience hardship, never got to experience homelessness, never got to experience none of that. That's called luck, bruh. Some motherfuckers are born lucky like that. You know, us people, small people, it's unfortunate, you know, that we gotta experience that shit. We gotta experience struggle. And Diddy ain't never, you know, he ain't never experienced any struggle. You know, except when he was trying to get into the music industry. That's the only struggle he had. But his whole entire life, he been rich. He been rich since the 90s, bro. Diddy has been, that motherfucker been rich, I don't know how long. He don't even know what it feels like to struggle. You feel what I'm saying? He don't even know. You feel what I'm saying? Some motherfuckers are born with a silver spoon in their mouth. They never ever felt struggle. Like where I'm struggling for this and I'm struggling for that. You feel what I'm saying? I'm struggling to buy a house. I'm struggling to get a car of my dreams. You know, them niggas made the correct moves and they went after their dreams with all their might, man. And that's what you gotta do. You gotta go after your dreams with all your might. Feel what I'm saying? You know, that's what you gotta do, man. And or you gonna struggle for the rest of your life. You gonna struggle. You feel me? You don't want to struggle for the rest of your life, man. You feel me? You don't want to struggle for the rest of your life. You gotta stay on point. Stay with a motherfucking edge in your life, man. It's like, man, I wish I would have gotten that bag when I was younger. I regret a lot of things, man. Like I regret not crossing that finish line like I was supposed to, man. I wouldn't have been out here like this. You feel what I'm saying? It's like I regret not staying on my grind, and I regret quitting when I was trying to break into the music industry myself. After 5 years of going hard, I quit. I got with a woman that didn't have nothing to do with my dream, wasn't really supportive like that, other than helping me buying a keyboard. That's the only thing she did. But really, she took up my time and my money. That's why young men, you shouldn't be in no relationship when you young. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be chasing your dream when you young. Because you're getting out and becoming something, bro, it takes a lot of fucking goddamn energy. And a lot of time. All these music producers that made it out, they had a little bit of support too, Like Timberland, man. His mom and his dad helped him. They gave him support, man. They bought him music equipment and stuff like that from their own pockets. My mom never wanted to do that for me, man. My dad either, man. Like I say, some people, they can have babies, but they can't be parents. You feel what I'm saying? They don't want to be parents, man. So they bring a child into this world at a disadvantage, and they keep them at a disadvantage in life, bro. And don't give a fuck about you. When my sister was talking about the other day, about a couple months ago, she was saying that mom loved us and dad. No, I'm like, nah. I'm like, don't listen. Nah, no. Nah, don't tell me that. Mama did not love us, bro. If your mom brought you into the world broken, dusty, bro, at a disadvantage, she don't love you, man. You feel what I'm saying? If your mama left this world without leaving any money behind, she didn't love you, bro. She didn't care about you. My mom never really cared about me, bro. Let's keep that a book. And my daddy didn't either. They just dropped me here, bro, and didn't want to be parents. They didn't want to be responsible, kind, loving parents, bro. I hated my mother and my father. And even they passed away, I still hate them for some reason. Yeah, when they died, I cried. But after all that was done, I sat back and I said, man, they didn't really care about us, man, because I care about how my kids gonna come into the world, man. I care about giving my kids good looks and stuff and make sure they got healthy lives and good lives and money in their pocket. I won't bring them into the world at a disadvantage. You feel what I'm saying? You bring your kid into the world at a disadvantage, you don't love them. You don't make things better in life for your child, you don't love them. My mom didn't want to be a parent, bro. She was just sitting back collecting food stamps, welfare. She didn't want to take me to baseball practice, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's why a lot of men won't make it. That's another thing. That's why a lot of people won't make it out of their situation because of how they were taught when they were young, the way they were taught when they were young. They got the negative mentality. You know what I'm saying? That negative mind, bro. It's like, savvy guy. He got a negative mindset. He'll never make it out of this situation. He's talking about he want to be an engineer, but bro, you've been talking that shit for a long time now. We don't see you making no moves. I'm like, bro, savvy guy, man. Why you getting up on the internet talking that yin-yang, man? Why you getting up on the internet talking that shit? Talking that negative shit, bro? It's like, bro, you should be making moves towards your goals. I am. I'm playing every single day my numbers. You know what I'm saying? Eventually I'm going to pop and hit. You know what I'm saying? But savvy guy, bro, you sitting up there and you got a gang of complaints, but you're not gonna solve them like that, bro. You got a gang of problems, but you ain't gonna solve them like that. You can't solve your problems complaining, man. What's up with it? What's up with it, Sean? Yeah, he defeated, man. Because his mom and dad taught him how to be defeated, bro. It all starts with the household, man. It's all about what's being taught in the household. That's why I got out and started doing martial arts, man. That's why I got out and started doing martial arts, man, because my mom, she also had a defeated mindset. And my dad, too. They both had a defeated mindset. That's where it comes from. That's why I got away from my mom and my dad. I got away from them. I hated my mom and my dad because we were too different. We supposed to be like mother like son, like father like son. No. No, we wasn't. We was totally different from each other. You can't live in a household where one person is ambitious and the other ones are not. You see what I'm saying? You're gonna collide. You're gonna get to arguments. You're gonna get into fights. You know what I'm saying? Because one person is trying to make it out and become something, the other person is not. Why you always, what you doing? What you reading for? Why are you trying to get better? Why you know what I'm saying? They want you to stay losing like them, man. That's why you gotta get away from them people, man. Even if it's your mom or dad, you gotta get away. Separate yourself from them, man. They're gonna keep you down. They're gonna keep you trapped in that bubble, man. And some motherfuckers won't make it out. I got back to what I was saying about the motherfuckers in the title. Some motherfuckers won't make it out of some motherfuckers won't make it out of their situation. Like this one chick over here that I know, it's a female that I know, she's a dog lady, man. And all she does is she pushes them carts around and got dogs in them and stuff. That bitch is finished, bro. She'll never get a husband. She'll never have a boyfriend again. She's done for it, bro. That's what I say, no way out. She's not gonna make it out. You know, unless she got a miracle happens. You know what I'm saying? She's not even trying to hit the jackpot. She don't have any goals. She just out here pushing a cart full of dogs. Okay, she got one little Frenchie mixed dog, and she got a little Chihuahua. I think she got a cat too. She got a cat. She's a cat and dog lady, man. You know what I'm saying? We call her the dog lady, bro. You know what I'm saying? Her life is done, finished. She drink alcohol all the time, every single day. She never take a break. Like me, I take a day or two off from like drinking alcohol. You know, like tonight, I'm not gonna drink, okay? But she drinks it every single day, non-stop. Why? Because she's coping. She ain't got no husband. She ain't got no boyfriend. Nobody wants her. Feel what I'm saying? She'll never make it out. Savvy guys talking about, well, you know, I'm gonna be an engineer. And I'm like, bro, with a mindset like that, I don't think you going to school, man. Because, you know, going to school takes a positive mindset to begin with. You're gonna be in there with exams and stuff and tests, and you're gonna have that same mindset while you're taking those exams and those tests. Oh man, it's over, man. I can't pass this test, man. This exam is too hard, man. It's over, bro. Fuck it, I ain't gonna take that shit. Fuck it, cause I'm gonna lose anyway. That's his mindset, though, bro. So I'm like, bro, I don't think he's really going to like to school or nothing like that, cause he don't really talk about it. He ain't saying like, man, today this girl, she walked in. I was doing my work, being an engineer. You know, I was in class or whatever, and this girl walked in. She was fine. You know, he don't even like talk about his experiences, you know, in school or wherever they take the training for like being an engineer. You know what I'm saying? You know, he's history, bro. His mom and dad taught him badly, man. You know, they don't teach you that hard work pay off. You know, and eventually you'll come out on top in the end. They don't teach you that, bro. That's why I got out and I did martial arts, man. I got away from my parents. One day, they came home and all my shit was gone. One day my mom came home and all my shit was gone. She cussed me out so bad. That motherfucker, he left. Like, got away from your ass. You toxic as hell. That bitch was toxic, bro. My mother was toxic. And that's why a lot of niggas won't make it out, bro, because they've been taught by toxic parents. What you doing? You ain't gonna win anyway. You ain't talented. That's what my mom told me, bro. While, you know, before she died, I think it was like in the 90s, and I was trying to become a singer and shit, cause I wanted to be the other member in the Jealousy clique. I wanted to be part of Blackstreet. Okay, I wanted to be the fifth member of Boys and Men. You know, I was singing, but she never thought to like take me to like a singing lessons or play the piano. You know, never did she fucking like even try to help me with anything that I was doing. Not even capoeira, bro. She came to one performance and she was surprised that I was doing all those flips in the air and shit. Oh, that's my baby doing flips in the air? Yeah, you said I wasn't talented, you fucking dumb bitch. Talking about I'm not talented. When I was flying through the air. Capoeira, you know, we got those, you know, we do fleuret, man. We fly in the air, man. We do flips, no hand cartwheels, a barrel roll in the air. And I don't know if you saw that movie Only the Strong. Remember he did that move at the end where he twisted his body, went sideways, looked like he was doing a barrel roll, basically in a screw motion. Okay, I was doing all that stuff, but she never came around to even check up on what I was doing, bro. She didn't care about what I was doing. It was all about her. Her. She was the worst mother in the world. Had to get away from that bitch, bro. And that's why you guys are all screwed up and fucked up. Because of your parents, bro. Blame them motherfuckers. Blame your parents, bro, for bringing you here poor, bringing you here with a lack of looks, bringing you here with at a disadvantage, bringing you here. Some motherfuckers say you can't place the blame on all of your parents. You can't place the blame all on your parents. Yeah, you fucking can, you fucking dumbass. Cause I didn't ask to fucking be here. It get me pissed off when I think about my parents, man. That's why I don't talk about them that much. Cause they were bums and losers and scrubs, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to be something, and I'm gonna keep on going until I hit. It don't matter. I might be a bum now, but won't be a bum when I hit. Then all these bitches to be on my jock, man. So parents, your parents' fault, bro. They brought you here like this. You didn't ask to be born, bro. You just was here. You know what I'm saying? They brought you here, bro. And they didn't take care of you throughout 18 years, okay? All about themselves. Even before the drugs, my mom was still a narcissist, bro. Even before the drugs, she did not care about what I was doing. It got worse when she started using drugs, okay? It got worse. But before then, she didn't care about what I was doing, bro. She wanted her check. You know, she wanted her money. She was too busy using people. She used that guy, John, her ex-fiance. She was not attracted to him, but she was taking his money every single goddamn Friday. And all that nigga got was a kiss on the lips. You know, with no tongue. And she used that dude bad, bro. I mean, he simped so hard for my mother. Man, he bought us video games, clothes for school. Okay? He would buy her a crab salad every single goddamn Friday. Okay? We was at Blockbuster Video every single goddamn Friday. I couldn't wait for Friday to come around. I got me a brand new video game that I rented from Blockbuster. I got me some candy on the side, some licorice or some shit like that. Or whatever I was eating when I was very young. This was back in the 90s. This is like the early 90s. I was like 12. You feel what I'm saying? I was like 11 and 12 and shit, bro. You feel what I'm saying? But she fucked that up. She couldn't even keep him around, man. And then when that motherfucker left, we starved, bro. There was no food in the refrigerator. I'm like, how you gonna leave a dude and you ain't got nobody else lined up? That's fucking stupid. How you just gonna fucking starve for no apparent reason? Cause you don't like the guy's looks? You know what I'm saying? You don't like his looks? That's what she was saying. She was like, I didn't like John. He was ugly. That's what she was saying, bro. But she was taking the man's money though. That's how trifling a lot of women are, bro. You know what I'm saying? I was born in the world by a trifling fucking mother, bro. It's the reason why a lot of niggas won't make it out. That goes back to my point. A lot of niggas was taught by bullshit ass parents, bro. That didn't teach you to believe in yourself. That you could make anything happen as long as you keep at it. When I won my first jackpot, bro, I didn't know that I had won. I didn't think I was gonna win. But it just happened for me. Boom, $2 in my pocket. Man, I felt so bad. I mean, good at the same time. I felt bad and good at the same time because I didn't get the bigger jackpot, but I got something out of it. I missed out on the 500 grand, but I got the $2. Okay, better luck next time. But I'm saying, a lot of niggas won't make it out because of their fucking parents, bro. It's a goddamn shame, bro, that your parents brought you into the world at a disadvantage and they'll leave this world and won't give you shit. Don't even think about you, bro. Like, most people, they think about their children and what would happen if something happened to them, and, you know, if they're not around, they might want to leave some money behind before they leave this earth. So that way, when you're gone, your kids could, like, live on with that money. You feel what I'm saying? Parents didn't even think about that, bro. None of them. My dad, he tried to leave some money behind for a bitch in Africa, bro. He didn't try to give us no money, bro. Even though he bought us here, that lazy, dirty, slime ball motherfucker. You brought us here, but you don't want to take care of us. Get the fuck out of here, bro. You a lazy, bum-ass nigga, bro. You see what I'm saying? You know, but I did, on the other hand, I did have my father until I was 10. That was it. The reason why we late chasing our goals is because our parents, bro, they're the ones that taught us in the beginning. And then later on, we got older, we start experiencing the real world and how things are. You know, we start getting reality checks. Like, goddamn, women don't like broke ass men or men who ain't got shit together. We got to get our shit together so that way we could be respected by females. Okay? Because they don't, you know, women don't respect no fucking bum ass nigga with no money in his pocket, bro. That's why I'm on my grind now. So I know women don't respect me if I don't have my money together. That's why I stopped dating. That's why I stopped going out there chasing females. Let me get this bag first, and then I'll go back out there with pride and dignity and respect. I get respect, nigga. Feel what I'm saying? I'll pull up in that Porsche and show you that I got it going on. You know what I'm saying? I'll pull up in that Porsche and show you that I got it going on. A lot of niggas don't understand that part. You are nothing without the bag, without money. They look at you as a fucking joke when you don't have any money, bro. You gotta spend a lot of time trying to get it and know that the future's gonna be bright. You know, you feel what I'm saying? But some niggas gotta serve it. They serving a life sentence, bro. You know, a lot of niggas is serving a life sentence. They'll never make it out of this situation, bro. Number one, because of their parents. Number two, they ain't got no drive. You know, they don't want to be consistent with nothing. You know what I'm saying? A lot of niggas is finished like that. And they will spend the last day here on earth broke. They will die broke. They will. You feel what I'm saying? My mom and my dad, they both died broke. Why? Because they didn't want to change. They couldn't stop chasing the opposite sex. My mom always chasing men, even though my dad and her broke up, got divorced or whatever. Even though they got divorced, she still was out there chasing men, bro. You know, my dad, same thing. He chased bitches all the way to the end, bro. You feel what I'm saying? He chased bitches all the way to the end until he died. He was talking to some bitch in Africa, okay? Right before he died, he was talking to some more. He still couldn't, like, leave them bitches alone. You feel what I'm saying? So he didn't want to change. He didn't say, let me go chase this bag real quick. Oh, he don't want to do that, because that means he got to leave the bitches alone. he got a pussy addiction. You hear what I'm saying? That, you know what I'm saying? Motherfucker had a pussy addiction, bro. He couldn't leave the hoes alone. He said, no, chasing the bag so I can leave these hoes alone? Hell no, man. I ain't leaving these hoes alone, bro. You must be smoking. I gotta keep chasing these bitches. I gotta keep doing what my body told me to do. That's what's going on. I gotta do what my body is telling me to do. My body is telling me to procreate and spread my seed all around the earth. You feel what I'm saying? And my dad had other children that we didn't even know about until like later. He got about at least 20 children out here, bro. 20. Didn't take care of none of them. Except us. I think he stuck with us the longest. Out of all the women he was with throughout his whole entire life, me and my sisters, he stuck with us the longest. For some reason, I don't know why. But he stuck with us the longest. You see what I'm saying? So we had fucked up ass parents, bruh. We was brought into the world by fucked up ass parents. When you are brought into the world with fucked up ass parents, bruh, your chances of getting out of your situation is slim to none. It all starts with your parents, bruh. How strict was your parents on you at school and shit? How strict were your parents on you about cleaning up your room and keeping clean and all that other stuff? How strict were they? Nah, a lot of them didn't give a fuck, bro. They just wanted a paycheck. And then when they wasn't receiving any welfare benefits, they didn't want to kick you out into the streets. That's what my mom did. Waited until I got 18 and tried to kick me out. You know, she tried to kick me out before then, but I was 16. You feel what I'm saying? I'm like, how you gonna kick a 16-year-old dude out? He can't really work. He can't really support himself. I can see if you kick a nigga out, he like 18 plus. You know what I'm saying? I can say, okay, he could get a job, he could bounce back. But you gonna try to kick a 15-year-old out or a fucking goddamn 16-year-old out? My mom was trifling, bro. She was the worst woman in the world. And she died alone. My dad died alone too. They could have lived a little bit longer if they had people around them. You getting off by yourself, nigga, living a lonely life, that's an early death, man. If you ain't got nobody around you at your old age, you're gonna die prematurely, bro. You're gonna die in your 60s. You won't make it to 80, bro. You see, that's what's going on with a lot of like black families and stuff. A lot of the times, the parents don't care about their young. Like, they don't love them. You feel what I'm saying? They just here to try to use them to get something. You know what I'm saying? For real, they got women out here that use their vagina to have babies so they can get the benefits so they don't have to work. They got women like that, bro. You see it every single day with the Shannon Sharp situation. That bitch who's suing him right now, she don't want to work. That bitch don't want to work, bro. You feel what I'm saying? That's why she's suing his ass. She got tired of being on OnlyFans, having to work. You know what I'm saying? And it is work. OnlyFans for them females, it is work. Even though it's just, you know, selling your body parts for cash and stuff online, you know, but it takes some work. But she don't even want to do that. She want to get a free $50 million check, bro. The reason why, and another thing, the reason why she turned that fucking that $10 million check down is because whoever's behind it, they got to get their cut. You see what I'm saying? Whoever's behind this, turn it down and get more money, whoever's behind that, they trying to get a piece of that pie. And $10 million is not enough. Because after she get done paying lawyer fees and all that other stuff, she ain't gonna end up with 10 million. She's gonna end up with like 5 or 4. $4 million. That ain't shit. $4 million ain't shit, bro. And when you think about it, when you really think about it, $10 million ain't shit, bro. That's not really, you know, this is gonna last me a lifetime money unless you do it right, unless you invest, then that's different. You feel what I'm saying? What time is it? Yeah, we gotta get up out of here. You guys have a good day, man. I gotta end this live. I'm going off. I'm supposed to be getting up out of here. That's the reason why dudes won't make it out. They don't have the confidence. Feel what I'm saying? They don't have the confidence to make it out. I gotta go. You guys have a good day. I'm out.